Chuck Johnson. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I'm on the board of Columbia Riverkeeper. Feel like coming here, I feel like I've stepped into a different universe than the one I'm normally accustomed to in terms of attitudes on this particular issue. And it's fascinating and very interesting to hear and to observe and to listen to the different people talking about their faith in nuclear technology. And I guess if I had worked in that industry my entire life, I probably would have similar attitudes. So putting myself in your shoes, I can see how you might see it that way. Nevertheless, for those of us who live in other river communities, we're looking at it a little bit differently. We see that the wastes that were created during the development of nuclear weapons here, the reprocessing that was done for that, and the liquid waste that's left in the tanks, which is leaking, is and a great threat to our Columbia River, along with all of the other contamination threats that have been created up here during the many years of nuclear weapons development. And would hate to see a repeat of that tragedy with a large-scale reprocessing facility for nuclear power wastes. Now, as I understand it, this greater than Class C wastes that Hanford is now supposedly responsible for, hopefully we can prevent that from actually happening, but would include the remainder wastes of the West Valley reprocessing plant, which is America's only attempt of having a commercial nuclear power reprocessing facility, and was a failure, had many breakdowns, and eventually was shut down, and has been, at this point, nearly all cleaned up, so to speak. What that means is that they've packed it up and moved it somewhere else, and what they have left, the greater than Class C wastes at the West Valley plant, they're planning to bring here to Hanford. So I guess it would be sort of, it would make a sort of an arc of completion to have all of the reprocessing wastes here and all the reprocessing being done here if we went on, if we decided to go with the GNEP option as proposed by the Department of Energy. But it doesn't seem like a very wise way to go. It seems like a very expensive way to go. And I think with a new administration coming in, that this Bush administration-inspired plan will probably not proceed. It's not realistic. So what would really be great for the Pacific Northwest right now is if communities like Hanford, the Tri-Cities area, Portland, Hood River, all the other communities on the Columbia River could agree on some sort of energy development plan for the Northwest, one that would include Hanford, would include some renewable energy facilities here, some research here, as you're doing right now, as I understand, in biodiesel or other areas, that we could help you get money for. You know, I mean, our congressional delegation has to spend all of its time representing us, fighting your various plans here. That's a giant waste of energy. Why don't we work together on a regional plan for energy that we could all get behind and that would actually work, instead of continuing to fight one another and get nowhere, not get our waste cleaned up, have money siphoned off from waste cleanup to other parts of the DOE, including this GNEP plan. And it just seems like an enormous waste of time and energy for these communities to be at odds, not to talk to one another, not to figure out some sort of joint regional plan that actually would work. So that's the main thing I really wanted to say coming up here, is that I want to work with you. And I think that Oregonians and Washingtonians working together can bring projects to the Northwest, particularly specifically to the Hanford area, that would be beneficial to the economy and to the environment, that we could all agree upon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.